All right, welcome back to the Feast of Prosperity, our fourth night of playing the not new, but first time for this year. Feast of Prosperity event happens every fall. As a reminder, there are four major events, not counting the smaller week-long things. You've got the Spring Abundance Festival, which was new this year. You got a Nightlife event, which is over the summer. The Feast of Prosperity, which is your fall event, and then obviously Life Day for Christmas. This is the first time that I've done it. It's just one of those that I just never did. So welcome to the stream. Glad to have you with us. As always, if you have any questions about the game, Star Wars, gaming in general, feel free to throw them in the chat. Happy to answer those. What's on the agenda for today? We're going to finish up a lot of our actually weeklies and different things like that. We're going to make progress on achievements. We'll hopefully pull some more decorations. What do we have for currency right now? Yeah, we've got 4,000, so we'll probably grab some more decorations at the end. But I think we'll start, as we always do, with some world bosses. So let's go ahead and head down, see what the world boss is for today. We should be able to knock out 3 of the 4 world boss weeklies. Is it Dak? No, it wasn't Dak. Dominatus. I forgot to pick up the weekly before we did the world boss, so he's only got 1. The other characters all have 2. So 3 of them I'm hoping to knock out tonight. Hope everybody had a good week going into the weekend. Got any crazy weekend plans? Feel free to share them. Don't think we have anything going on crazy. Okay, so as always, we grab this mission first. So this is the world boss mission, but you can't grab that until you grab this one. So we've got perfect accuracy. Okay, so far it started with Belsavis, went to Hoth, back to Belsavis, and it looks like now back to Hoth. So don't know if that's the normal pattern, but we'll take it. On the Imperial side, it's a little easier to get to the world boss. A little bit longer travel for the Republic. Should check. I don't know that there is a heroic out there. Might be. That might be something we check. We'll check it on both sides. Call it a force science experiment. Alright, so what we're going to do is just grab... there's a lot. That's going to be a lot of missions I have to abandon. That's alright, though. Alright, did any of them... It looks like they're all in this general area. Alright, well, let's just quick travel out to there then, and we'll see if any pop up. I don't know if that's the closest. Looks the closest. Let's see, is that closer than that? Hard to say. But we do have... That looks to be a heroic. Okay, so the Brig Stompers. We want the Brig Stompers. Sensitive, pirated, joint. Alright, let's start just dumping some of these off then. Get rid of that one. Get rid of that one. Joint training. Big find. There we go. Brig Stompers. That should stick us relatively close. Alright, where did I put this? Yep. Right out in front of the entrance. So that's nice. Let's see what we got going on in here today. So our goal is earlier in the stream. Oh, there's already a fight going on. What's he at? Okay, he's at 66. So there's not a lot of people here. So we'll go ahead and finish cleaning up our mission stack here. And then we'll jump in. Sensitive materials. Let's move this so I can see his health. So anyway, our plan usually is get out here, get the world bosses done as early as we can. That way there's potentially more players playing. Now, it is Friday night, so there might be more players around. I don't know why they invited me to their group. It's only one of them. Whoa, what key I hit there, but there's not a lot out here yet. But it looks to be enough to anyway, I was just saying. So get these done earlier in the night, because later it gets less people that may be playing. And just hope that we get all 4. That's my goal. That'll put us up to 12. 12 of the 20. Not bad for the first 4 days of the event. We've got 3 more weeks. I think it runs to the end of October. Alright, first one down. Now while we're out here, we do want to collect the ice crystals, because that's the other side of the the 2 things we have to do. Retrieve 5 ice crystals. Oh, that's over. I went the wrong direction. I was turning around. I thought I was going back farther and I was actually leaving the area. So. All right, there's one. Now we're collecting. There's 4, 5. All right, back to Nar Shaddaa, and then we'll go ahead and we'll grab Dom. Although he's the one that can't finish it, let's skip him. We know Brig Stompers will get us there quick. So we'll grab him and pop out there. We'll start Imperial, then we'll go Republic. Don't think it's going to show up on the mic, but if you hear voices, little kids yelling, things like that, our neighborhood does a lot of decorations for Halloween, and there's a steady stream of people walking by out front looking at decorations. So occasionally I hear them through the window. Not sure if the mic will pick it up or not, but But that's what you're hearing, if you do hear that. Alright, 1 world boss down, 3 to go. Same one 3 times. 3 more times. Yeah, I don't think the mic picks it up. It would just be little kids screaming for the decorations. They get all excited when they're walking by outside. How you doing, Kyler? Always good to have you with us. Alright, back to Hoth we go. A lot of people don't like Hoth. It's pretty bright. Lots and lots of white. Trying to think, what are the most disliked planets in the game? Yeah, not too bad. I had a pretty good day. No complaints here. Who would listen? Let's see. Hoth ranks up there, I think. Tatooine. A lot of people don't like Tatooine. Voss. A lot of people don't like Voss. I always kind of liked Voss. Okay, so we want the Brig Stompers. And then we'll just use that to quick travel our way out to the thing. No, Halloween not quite as much as Christmas. We put up a lot more for Christmas. The neighborhood is similar. They haven't got the overhead over the street lights all up yet. All the way down the road, but part of those are up. We have, let's see, we have 2 inflatables. So we have a Boba Fett and a Slimer from Ghostbusters. We have a projector that projects things onto the garage. We got lights around the garage, lights around the bottom roof line. I don't do the second floor roof line for Halloween like I do for Christmas. We got the lights on the tree out front. We got my son did a new kind of scheme decoration where in our front window there's a Ouija board with lights, red spotlights on it, so it looks all kind of evil and such. And then it kind of looks like Slimer's coming out of that as a ghost with green lights on him. Let's see, anything else that's out there? Couple Happy Halloween signs, light up signs in the bushes. I don't know what those are for. Oh, that's for Brig Stompers. We're not even going to do it. What else do we have out there? Couple strings of lights around the window and in the oleanders. I think that's everything for Halloween. Yeah, I was scrum proud of him. He started pulling out the decorations, I don't know, a month ago. Went through, tested everything, drew up his plans for what he wanted the changes for this year's version to be. And then we went out, did some test runs, figured out what worked, what didn't work, made changes to the plan, and then put them up, actually. It was pretty quick in the grand scheme of things. So yeah, I would say, I mean, light-wise, because we don't have the big curtain lights like we do for Christmas. So total lights is probably a third of the lights for Halloween for Christmas. If you measure it by strands, it's probably about half. But those curtains put out a lot of light because they drop down, I think it's 8 feet, 8 to 10 feet, something like that. So they cover the whole side of the house. All right, so I see one. I don't see a lot of people out here yet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. See if anybody else shows up here real quick. If not, we'll start dragging characters out here so that we're ready to go when people show up. But yeah, it's fun. Halloween is pretty good. Oh, there's 2 more people. Alright, we're just going to hold then. Because honestly, there's probably... Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. What do we got over there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's 9 people here. That's probably enough to do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, still 9. They're moving around, so I didn't want to miscount. Oh, I think somebody else just showed up. That's 10. Alright, this is just going to come down to, with the numbers that are here, is somebody going to get brave enough to attack it. I think that's a new one. 11. Alright, we'll start building up charges of fury. I'm becoming furious. Do I look more furious? Does he look angry? For some things, world bosses, your companion goes into like a... Oh, what's it called? I think a terrified mode. We'll see if it actually puts a debuff on him. So your companions don't work. So you're kind of on... It's just for players. Otherwise, you could probably solo. At least for these open world bosses. Like our companion works for the world bosses on Runic. But for these, they just kind of... They get taken out of the fight. So. But still, I think if you had an organized... Oh, we started. There we go. This group, there's... Holy cow. Yeah, I think a group showed up. Look at all those people. For this world boss, if you were running like a guild group, I think 8 could do it, though. Without much trouble. Okay, so if we watch our companion will just basically stand here and do nothing. Yeah, it didn't put a debuff on him. But he healed himself, but now you can kind of see she's stuck in like an animation of being afraid. I'm going to go ahead and drop my heroic moment because that will self-heal me. And also drop this area attack. Don't pull him too far away. Actually, I don't think this one resets as bad as the Bell Sabbath. But anyway, you can see our companions just basically stuck there. Oh, terrified. There you go. Unable to act. So that's the debuff that goes on your companion for open world bosses. There we go. Another world boss down. 2 for 2. All right.
You have my thanks.
Oh, you're welcome. Whatever. Alright, we already collected our ice crystals, so... On to our next character. The other thing is, depending on how you group up, if you go into an ops group, so, so we weren't grouped, so our companions stayed out. If you go into like an ops group, I think your companions get dismissed as well. If you're in a normal group, you can have, if 2 people are in a normal group, you can have 2 companions out. But if 3 people are in a normal group, you can only have 1 companion out because it caps it at 4. You can only have 4 people. All right, let's see. Let's get Dacranium next. right, up to Narshada we go. Rinse and repeat. Then once we get these done, we'll tackle some of the dailies, serve some food, check our achievements. We're still pushing towards 2 secret achievements, but they'll just pop whenever. Yeah, so it doesn't kick in until I go into combat with the world boss. So I would guess it probably works similar to or linked to the aggro tables. You know, so every player and every NPC, every enemy has got an aggro table, and it keeps track of has the most threat. You know, standard Holy Trinity MMO stuff. So I would say there's probably a trigger that says once you're on the aggro table for a world boss, it applies the debuff. Or honestly, it's probably once the companion is on the aggro table. It's probably not you. We'll do an experiment this time. So you got me thinking. So what we'll do this time is we'll pull our companion out and we'll put our companion in passive mode. So the companion won't actually attack the boss. So that theoretically wouldn't be on the aggro table. But I will. Okay, so we'll put Bessie in there. Right, I don't know which of these, because these are a different set of heroic. So we got one up there, but that's not closer. I don't see anything closer than this or here. I still think this is probably the closest one, so let's go ahead and grab that one. Yeah, so yeah, we'll do an experiment here. We'll see if she gets the debuff while she's passive. We'll also test if she doesn't get the debuff while she's passive. Then we will test to see if it's something that only happens at the start. Because if we bring her in later, yeah, I don't see any that are closer. So grabbing the heroics for Republic side doesn't help. Just got to make the long drive. This also means that if we die Republic side, you just stay dead. You can try to revive. That's the other thing that is kind of nice about not being in the group. If you're not in a group, if you're in a group attacking, the group kind of has a combat stance. And so if you die, you'll still be in combat, so you can't self-revive. If you're attacking solo, but a whole bunch of people like we just did, when you die, you come out of combat because you're not in a group tag. So you can actually revive on the spot. For the DVL bosses, that sucks in that once you revive, almost every time you get like one of those circle attacks at your feet and it just instantly kills you. But for this boss, it wouldn't be too bad. You should be able to revive and get back in the fight. Alright, so we got a few experiments to go here. Oh, made a wrong turn. We were too far east. Cross the bridge. Here's the little warm spots. There's these little like volcano things down there. Melt a little ice for you. Yeah, this is a much longer drive for the Republic side. But not horrible. It's amazing how much different it sounds in this mode. I like the idle sound. The drive sound is okay. Honestly, that one probably sounds a little better. But the idle sound for the speeder is awesome. I have thought about doing like a environmental exploration video series and just going out and finding some of the oddities on the world and putting them on YouTube. There's some cool stuff out there if you do enough digging. Alright, we already got one. Yeah, the people are showing up already, so should be fine here. Okay, let's get ourselves into a safe spot so we don't accidentally pull aggro. And then we'll go ahead and clean up our Hoth missions here. I don't think that's much of a clue. Yeah, it can get a little intense. When you're playing through the stories on Hoth, it is just everything is white. Occasionally you get to go inside a cave or something, and it's not so bad. Even here in the shadow, though, it's like... it's pretty much bright white all the time. So. Alright, let's see what we've got showing up. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Not enough yet. Yeah, I found some cool stuff, and even stuff that's like either oddities or just kind of cool. You know, like whether it's a hidden thing, little hidden caves, or just, you know, like even this area, if you look at it, you know, being like just almost like an ice fortress type of thing is pretty cool. And there's a couple of these on Hoth. There's another one, I think this is similar, if I remember right. But yeah, so just even here on Hoth, you could do... yeah, I can't get far enough west. You know, but you got kind of this volcano thing in the center. You got the ice crystal thing we're at now. You've got wrecked starships out here. You know, you could do some fun stuff with it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We make 8. We're getting close. I got 2 people that claim they're on their way, so I think we'll get another fight here relatively quick. Yeah, the sheer amount of just... I mean, if you think about it, while they're not all full planets, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, I don't know if I count CZ, but we will, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28 planets. If I didn't miss one, I might have missed one. Yeah, there's a lot of, and those are just the planets. You know, there are some of these other little things, but you see them. There's like these 3-room house, I guess, for lack of a better term. You see reused a lot. Like a lot of the building interiors, you'll see reused, but they're relatively modular. You'll see some where it's like, oh, in this version, this room doesn't exist, and they've added a bridge over here. So it makes, if you want to make sense of it from a development or a lore context, you can actually say it's like any place that would be more Imperial, right? Imperial would have that like mass produce and reuse vibe going on. Planet to planet, you've got differences in architecture, but some of the layouts are similar. So you'll see that obviously the assets that sit around, you know, tables, chairs, wall hangings, lights, you know, that kind of stuff is going to get reused. But they're pretty good about it being planet to planet. You know, like the stuff that's on Tatooine looks different than the stuff that's on Corellia and stuff like, and you know, along those lines. So, but yeah, you definitely will pick up on patterns. What does make sense is a lot of the starports are the same. Oh, it looks like we've started, or somebody got brave. So, and that would make sense though, right? Like a starport, you know, if that's more of a interplanetary travel hub, it makes sense that it would be more standardized. So a lot of them are the same, although there are some that are different. Like Coruscant is different. Trying to think which other ones are different. Okay, so you'll notice we got 5 things on her bar. We're going to do our attack. Yeah, see, she immediately got terrified. So being passive is not a cheaty hack that I can do. Alright, see if we can stay alive. I don't have near the defenses on this guy. I'm DPS here. I am pulling heals from something, so I might have something slotted that's giving me heals. I'll do the same thing. Pop our heroic moment. That'll give us heals as well. I'm glad the Snowblind's hitbox is so big. You see how far back we were standing? We were still making contact. Come back, Snowblind. Where are you? Get around and attack the tail. Drop our 1 defensive we have. Is that a defensive as well? Yeah, that's this as well. We'll drop those. Let our... Alright, we're good there. We've already collected our crystals. Let's get out of here. Tech fragments are close. I'll have to check to see where we're at on that. I don't think I'm going to cap out on tech fragments tonight. Yeah, it does make sense for thing. And again, there are some that aren't the same. Let's see. Hudda. Is it Hudda? Yeah, Hudda's is different. Coruscant's is different. I'm trying to think. Let's see. Tython is different. Because it's in the... Is it in the Jedi Temple? I think it's in the Jedi Temple. Let's see the starter plans. Dromund Kaas is different. Tython is different. Ord Mantell is different. Hud is different. So all the starting planets are unique. Coruscant is different. Dromund Kaas is standard. Nar Shaddaa is different. So there's more variety than I was originally thinking. Terrace is Standard Republic, different Imperial. Belsavis is... Belsavis. Trying to remember if it's Standard Imperial and different Republic, I think. Hoth is Standard. Voss is different. Corellia is Standard. Alderaan, I think, is Standard. I would guess half and half. I think is a fair. About half of them are, and it does feel like if you the planets I was listing off are, you know, your main, like Corellia is a main planet, or Alderaan's a main planet in the galactic core. That might be another way to look at it as well. Are all the galactic core planets standardized more than the ones on in the outer rim? At least then there'd be a kind of a in context, in world reason for him to be that way. Oh, that'd be cool. Yeah. How do they do it? Do they show kind of a screenshot or something? You have to try to figure out where it's at, or how does it work? Because if it was something I could organize, I could potentially put something together. That could be fun. I had a guildmate one time that built a scavenger hunt kind of like that our guild did, where I think we had six to eight locations, but there were like these 4-line poem clues that you had to figure out to get to that location to get the next clue, and the whole guild participated trying to solve everything. She put a lot of work into it. Alright, did we... Tree vice crystals? Yeah, we're good. Hoth would be rough, depending on what... Like, if you just showed that, you know, you'd have to put a building in context or something, because just snow and ice would be rough. I think this speeder has a subtle beeping in my left ear that I hear when I write it. Don't know if that comes across on the stream or not. I always think there's something in my room beeping, or like a microwave or something. Okay. Yeah, the Old Republic actually has, if you look, it's got XY coordinates on things, so, you know, you could put together like a screenshot and then say, you know, what are the coordinates for, here, like if we did, you know, something obvious, you know, let's do like, okay, so if we did that as a screenshot, right, looking down to there, and said, what are the coordinates for, you know, the big volcano down there, then you could go down and actually get the, I could do it with my cursor here, it'd be like 803 by 542, you know, obviously give a little bit of leeway, they don't have to have the perfect number, but that could be fun. And I think those go, yeah, so like the middle of the map, yeah, so like the middle of the map is basically here, so it's -4,000, to positive 3,000. And I would guess these are actually in meters. The game uses meters, I think, as its standard measurement system. I know that when you go to quick travel, right? Like if I'm a quick travel to this point here, that 1,186 cost, I think it is 1 credit per meter. So I think that's 1,100 meters. So let's see if that makes sense. So it's from here. I'd have to do trigonometry or something to figure this out. Let's see. From here is 300. Nope, wait. 400 to. That's about 700. And then from here, 1,100 to. That's about 800. So 7 by 8, what would be the hypotenuse? Something like that. It's reasonable. So yeah, I think it's 1 credit. It's like a minimum of 100, and then once you get 100 meters away, it's 1 credit per meter that you're away. So yeah, I think that's what it would be. All right. Well, if this works out, this will be our 4th world boss, which is, again, I did go through off stream, and I've gone through all of my characters that I cycle through. They can all now get missions if they need to, which means if I wanted to, like, I need to do something 20 times or thing for the event, I can do it now, just cycle characters. But I think we'll just stick with these 4. And I'm just going to leave everybody else at the starter mission, or the starter story. What I will probably do at some point is, I think you get 1,000 tokens per story. So like after week 3, when they're all unlocked, I'll probably just go through the stories on all the characters, because that's 3,000 tokens times what? Probably, let's see, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 22, 3, 24. Take out the 4 that I'm playing. So, yeah, 3,000 times 20 characters. So that'd be 6,000, 60,000 tokens just for doing the 3 stories. Because I think it's 1,000 per story. So I'll probably do that at some point, just for the reward tokens. I also went through or did I not on this? Actually, yeah, Palon's pretty much done. We'll finish this weekly, which will give us, what, 750. I think Dak, Palon, and Bellatricus, I think we could finish today. And that will just leave Dominatus, which I'll probably finish in the extra live stream tomorrow. And then I'm debating on if I'm going to do 2 streams tomorrow or not, because I'll have my morning stream. That might be all for Saturday. Maybe Sunday we'll play some The Last Starship. Or something different. Start getting some variety. Alright, what do we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, we're pretty close here. That's 9. Oh, somebody behind us. That's 10. Somebody's asking if anybody's waiting for a preformed group to arrive. So somebody's getting antsy to attack. Okay, we are a tank on this one, which means we're pretty survivable. I don't worry too much about dying on this character. We'll meditate a little bit. Maybe that'll get things started. I have 2 focusing meditations on this one. That one is every race has a social ability. So that's the meditation there. Then this one's the class ability. So that one's a kneel. Kneel and meditate. I do feel for the snowblind legacy family tree, because this poor dude's been butchered like thousands of times just for this event. Oh, somebody started it. Let's see if anybody else is going to go in. Yeah, it looks like it. All right, we're off and running. All right, so again, work our way around, try to stay behind the enemy so that any frontal area attacks we don't get hit by. Everybody's huddling up. I don't know if that's a mechanic or not. So if we're playing correctly, I got aggro. I am a tank, so that is possible. All right, let's heal up. I'm not gonna do anything to hold it. Let's see if somebody else can grab it from me. Okay, so theoretically then, what I need to do is keep the boss facing away from the group. See if anybody's gonna heal me or not. Or if our self-heal will hold up. Alright, well, we'll hold aggro here. Yeah, we just hunted him to extinction. I was just having a conversation with... Do I have aggro again? Yep, still have aggro. Can't remember who, maybe it was for a class, but having a conversation about crate dragons and how does Tatooine support, you know, the food chain to have something that large living on it. Well, I don't know that anybody's healing me, so we'll see how this goes. Let's see, that will self-heal, and that'll be back in a second, so I think we'll be okay. Be close. 32%. Hate knockbacks. Alright, my self-heal's gone, but I'm back to full health. And then this will come back. Our defenses are coming back. I think we're fine. I haven't tanked in a while. Although this is just tank and spank. It's not like... Yeah, banthas and dewbacks. You know, it's like... But what do they eat? I'm gonna guess. So it's environment development 101, right? Like... oh, came back and died. It's like we're only seeing certain sections of the planet, and then, you know, Star Wars is pretty famous for basically one planet has one biome. So even in this game, there's a couple of oasis areas and things like that where there's plant life and stuff. So maybe we didn't see all of Tatooine. And Tatooine does have a different climatic history if you've watched the Book of Boba Fett. Okay, that should be everything. And who knows? You know, you don't know what kind of metabolic system a crate dragon has. You know, maybe they only need to eat a bantha every month or so, and their metabolic rate's just really slow. At least in Legends, the crate dragon has a crate pearl in their stomach. I can't remember if that made it into the Book of Boba Fett or not. All right, let's go start turning some stuff in and knocking out the rest of our dailies here. What did I name this stream? What did I promise that we would do? World bosses, done. Dailies, decorations, and achievements. Yeah, that's pretty straightforward. Make sure I didn't promise anything that I forget to do. Yeah, it was interesting because the Book of Boba Fett was kind of like, it was almost like two separate shows. You know, I think I could see what they were trying to do by, you know, layering them in the past, the present, and how it affects everything. But I would almost, the flashbacky stuff, you know, I think could make its own show actually pretty well. Hey, Kyle. Glad to have you with us. Welcome to the stream. Is that a Space Invader? It's pretty epic if it is. That's fair. It makes sense, right? That, you know, if they've evolved to live on that planet. Alright, 750, 175, 80. Okay, so we've cleared all the weeklies on Bellatricus. Let's check some currencies. 9,000, we should be fine there. Yeah, we're only at 5,000 there. Okay. Let's see what's on tap for these. We've got lunch, bogs. Oh, enter the bogs bounty. Does it say? Oh, there we go. Spicy Nexus Supreme. That was the same as yesterday. Exotic Melody Delight. Let me check. Oh, no, I think I put those in an Excel document. Is it not going to pop up? I can't remember which ones. There we go. See how bad this washes my face out because the screen will turn white. Okay, we need Braised Psych Belly mission. Oh, Exotic Melody Delight. We need that one for our Left the Kitchen mission. Jelly Glow Shrooms. I think we did that one. Spicy Nexu Tongue. I don't know if that's the same as Spicy Nexu Supreme. So we might have done that one. We need Ultimate Galactic Sampler. What is this one? Exotic Medley Delight. Okay, so I think we'll pick up a new one here. Alright, just to get ourselves warmed up, let's grab the easy versions of these. That one's the easy one, and that one's the easy one. Because we also have to do the hard ones 25 times. We have to also add pepper spice 75 times. So that's our hidden achievements that we're working on. Alright, rock and roll. Trying to think of a way to make this one a little more engaging. There's not a ton of challenge. I don't think I'd want to make it much harder. It could get frustrating real quick if you made it so that maybe a hard version that a single table would want 2 dishes. But this one gets a little bit monotonous. Especially the one where you have to do 5 rounds. That's a little much. But I will do it because there is an achievement involved. One of those game devy things. Put an achievement on it and your players will do all kinds of crazy stuff. What other content could you get your players to just click things over and over and over again and not be mad about it? I'm not keeping up on chat. I will catch up in a second. Purple and green. I'm also not announcing my colors. Doing horrible about engagement. Blue and yellow. Grab one more. What else popped up? Green. I don't know if I should be worried that I am getting actually pretty efficient at this though. And then I screwed it up. Yellow, red. Yellow, purple. Need 3 more, so let's let one more spawn. Yellow. But overall, this is a pretty solid design. No major complaints. Alright, let's catch up on chat. Kind of invaded the stream. Sci-fi book club. That sounds interesting. I haven't read any sci-fi books in a while. Okay, so the hidden achievement says we need to immediately leave. So I'm just doing that automatically on every new mission. It does say failed mission. What's the name of the achievement? It's called... Oh, I didn't write it down. Okay, anyway, so we do have... Let's do a quick little achievement check here. So here is our food fight hidden achievement that we got. So that one's our secret. There are 2 more here that we're working on. On these, we're actually doing quite well. We're already at 17 to 25 there. 17 to 25 there. We're farther. We'll get up to 12 on that one tonight. And we've already hit 50 of these. So we've popped... Let's see. Where are we at? 17, 18, 19, 20, 22, 23. I think we'll hit 24 on these tonight. On these 2. So tomorrow we'll hit... Like if I run 1 set tomorrow, we'll have that one done, that one done. That'll take 2 more days. And we'll have knocked out all those achievements. So really it'll be the secret achievements that keep us running. Although we should be pretty close to popping the secret achievement at the same time as we pop the 25s. Because it says 25 hard missions. Okay, so if you were with us yesterday, something that... actually this one might not do it. Hold on. I'll have to do it on the hard one. Okay, it does work on this one as well. So something I discovered, if you are, especially on the hard one where it doesn't tell you exactly what to get, as you mouse over the ingredients, if you look at my tooltip thing, right, it'll tell you what it is. But if you mouse over the right one, see the white text? So the white text is the same as what you need to do. So if you're having trouble figuring out which one you're supposed to use, like on the hard one, it'll just say get something starchy. Just put your cursor over top of the things And when you find the right one, you'll see the white text. I can't point to it with my cursor, but that's the one you need. I also love that we cook by throwing food across the kitchen. I have done these enough now that I am starting to learn which ones are which, though. Not sure if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Prep vegetable medley. Sorry, I'm catching up on chat. It doesn't go anywhere. Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about the Book of Boba Fett. Alright, so in this one we can choose any seasoning we want, so we're always going to do the pepper one. Because we have to get 75 of those in for the achievement. So. Alright. Easy missions done, on to the hard. Let's stick with cooking, since we just finished cooking, and then we'll do another droid run. Okay, so here, actually no, this one's automatic. See if we can find an example of the, oh there you go. So it says find something starchy, right? It doesn't tell you the exact ingredient to get, although oftentimes the name of what you need is in there. So there it says starchy, but now you'll see the find something starchy white text pop up. So that's how you know you found the right one. Something slimy. Some of them, you know, like gelatinous could be slimy. Fatty could be slimy. Did I miss it? There it is. Fresh slimy Vel slug. So again, it's not like they hide it too well. Something chewy. I think that's the tongue. Throw a little tongue in the pot. Lower the heat. Oh, you want to simmer your Nexu tongue. Acidic, I think, is over here. I love that we've got this vinegar that we're going to just throw at the pot. There we go. Now on this one we can only do spicy twice because it has specific ingredients. That's still 5 spices that we knocked out towards our 75s. I think we're going to get to the end and have to just keep doing spices to unlock that secret achievement. Yeah, depending on how it's written, jumping between timelines can get confusing. Alright, so that should be empty. This should be empty. Alright. Back to 5 rounds of droiding. Yellow, blue, and we're off. Blue and red, and something else. Yellow. blue, and green. But yeah, I'll admit, if I wasn't achievement chasing at this point, I don't think I would keep doing this mission. I might do the easy one just to pick up, you know, maybe some of the tokens, but that's really the driving force now for me are the things on the vendor. So I need the tokens for those, blue and yellow, and the achievements. Like, if I get everything I want this year, unless they add new stuff, like they did add a bunch of new stuff this year, which is partially my fault, right? Like, I haven't done this. This thing's run, I don't know, for a while, so I'm gonna say at least 3 to 5 years. So the fact that I've never done this on me. So applaud them a little bit for adding new stuff this year. So like if I had basically already unlocked everything, this year we give you an excuse to do it, to get the new decorations and the new things. So I guess if they keep doing that every year this rolls around, because this is a once a year event, I would probably still do it, you know, at least enough to get the tokens to unlock the new things that I wanted. But that is a little worrisome as well. It's like, is that enough driving force to keep people playing? If you were with us yesterday, though, we did go through the Musco video. It's up on YouTube if you just search for, I think it's SWTOR Official on YouTube, I think is the channel. And they announced the dynamic encounter system, which I'm looking forward to. I like new systems. I like to explore new systems. And so it looks intriguing. And a new way to deliver content, right? So instead of having to build an entirely new planet and a new environment and all that kind of stuff, it allows the developers to essentially just write new missions and put them in existing areas, potentially even randomly. So I'm a little excited about that. I think it is a good sign when your developers are finding ways to add new content to the game to keep people engaged. Arguably, the game's gotten a little stale. Not because the new content isn't good, but the pace of the new content coming out has been a little bit slow. So we shall see. See how that goes. But I was excited because when they put in the venture system with Bessie, right? That's another thing where it's like, here's a long-term thing that you can do. Doesn't take a ton of time each week, but it gives you a thing to progress on, and that's a huge part of the MMO space, right? Is you want to feel like you're progressing towards something. So good signs there. I hope the pace of new content and new story starts to increase. We've been grinding through the same legacy of the SIS story for a while now. And that's getting a little frustrated. I almost wish they would have made that into 2 stories. Like there's the Malgus side of the story, and then there's more the Shea Vizsla side of the story. One's more bounty hunter driven, one's more force driven. I think if they were 2 more fleshed out story arcs, but I mean they do intertwine, so. But yeah, a lot of people don't like the bounty hunter stuff. I actually do quite a bit. I have enjoyed the bounty hunter side of things. Third course. Now each one's a little bit less, so we're down to only needing 18 this time. I think it started at 25, so. I like these ones that are up front. If they all spawn up here up front, we could just do them one at a time. So that was one of the announcements that they made. The dynamic, I think they're calling them dynamic encounters or something like that. And then there is going to be continuation of the story arc as well. So it's a decent amount of content for. It's not an expansion; it's just a patch. That is the other thing, though. It's we haven't had a. What was the last major expansion? It's been a while. It was like full-on story. I do apologize. I feel like I'm swinging the camera all over the place to do this. Hopefully it's not too terribly motion sickness inducing. Almost feel like you also need kind of a boost button. Like, uh-oh, I'm falling behind, so I need to catch up, so I'll hit my boost button with a cooldown. How many more do we need? Just 2 more. Yellow and purple. Blue. Wait for something else to pop. Yellow. There are some subtle differences, like there's a little strategy involved in that the more plates you have, the slower you go. So like if we go green, purple, red, I'll wait for one more. Purple, red, green, purple. So you can see now we're kind of crawling along. And then as we start to deliver these, we'll actually pick up speed. Red, purple, blue. Online, the recommendation is try to shoot for 2, maybe 3. Because then you still move relatively quick. Oh, let's go do that red. Purple, red, blue. Another red. These are popping pretty quick here. Faster than I'm filling them in. Right, blue, purple, red, green. We only need 2. Green or red. Get the close ones. Yay, we did it! Okay, well that's all of the ones on Bellatricus. So let's go put him back in his house. I like to log them in and out of my strongholds for 2 reasons. Everything I need is there. So all of my bank boxes, the GTN, a vendor, my mail, all that stuff. And 2, they do tend to log in and out a little bit quicker here. All right, no loot. All right, I think we're good there. How are we on Conquest? Yeah, we must pop. Okay, so you get this one once a day. So whoever pops the weekly... I wonder if there's other ones. What's that one called? Feast of Prosperity. They're alphabetical, so... E, F... Okay, Feast of Prosperity. Alright, so this one... infinitely repeatable, so we'll get that on every character. Cantina Rush Weekly. Prosperity during... complete the mission weekly, the Feast of Prosperity during... I don't know which one that one is, but that's 100,000. Yeah, this is why I've earned so much Conquest. We're at 588 here, and I think 800 on the pub side. Something like that. Just because these feast ones are giving us tons of Conquest. Alright, 4 world bosses and 1 character done. Alright, so let's see. Let's get Palan. 10:17. Let's see how long it takes just to do essentially the dailies. Because that's what he's got left. Don't know for sure. I haven't been timing those runs. The cooking ones are pretty quick. They can't be more than a few minutes. The delivery one's a little bit longer. That second one's pretty long. But even that can't be more than 10. So 15 minutes? Alright, we'll go stronghold to stronghold. How long will it take? Wait for the spawns. Alright. Done, done, done. Again, we'll grab the easy 2 first. And then we'll do the hard 2 second. Alright, we're in here at 10:18, so... Purple. Red. Green. Purple. Woo. I like how happy they are to get food. Have you ever eaten anywhere where they deliver your food and that much cheering takes place? Let's see, what's the YouTuber thing to do? If you have, throw it in the comments down below. Let me know in the comments if you've ever eaten at a restaurant and when the food gets delivered, that much cheering takes place. Blue and green. I honestly can't think of any time I've been at a table at a restaurant and cheering took place when the food was delivered. Maybe, though. They must be really hungry. I think the audio is directional, though, which does give you a hint where to look. Like that one's probably, I'm going to say front row, far right. Second or third row there. Far, nope. Okay, so I can tell the direction, just not the distance. Yellow, yellow. But it does give you kind of a hint on where to look. Purple. I'm still seeing people advertising and or trying to get world boss groups going, so I think, like I said, I think the first couple of days, lots of people playing. You will see a drop off. Like next week, you'll see a drop off, so I'll probably start streaming other stuff next week because we'll do this first week on Feast of Prosperity. But that being said, if you are trying to get something done that needs a group, you roll over to the weekend, and you'll get a lot of people that either don't play during the week or play less. They'll play on the weekend, and the groups will pop back up a little bit. So if you're trying to get an achievement done or something like that. Alright. Fire up the grill. Get bloat gourd. Why do I never remember which one that one is? Geobrain. I think these also are random. So I don't think we got Geobrain last time. But I don't remember. We're getting pretty quick. I would be a much quicker cook in real life if I could just throw the ingredients at the stove. Alright, well I didn't pay any attention to how soon we got done, but let's see, 18. 5 minutes to get both of the easy missions done. So that's not too bad. So can we get both the hard ones done in 10? The cooking one's not much longer. The challenge for the cooking one is just it doesn't tell you the ingredients by name. But it's not that hard to figure it out. The steps are pretty much the same. It's either turn on the stove or the grill. Alright, so this one's starting with the grill. Do something over here on some of them. Add to the grill. Find something starchy. Add to the grill. Find something slimy, which I never remember. Oh, is it this one? Yep. Add to the grill. Turn on stove. Something fatty. Add to the grill, to the pot. Lower the heat. Something thickening. I think that's over here. Yep. Add to the pot. Gather. I think there are more steps in the challenging one. But again, like that was... Alright, and we'll do 2 spices and 1 sauce. Yeah, we were in and out of that like in a minute. Alright. Just rolled over 1025. So this will be the one that's probably gonna ruin our average time. And this one will vary a little bit, I guess, on the randomness of how far you have to deliver things. Like that one's all the way in the back. Woohoo! Hey, we got a subscriber. Thanks for subscribing if you're in the chat. If you're not, I guess you'll never hear that. Could be a term video subscriber. That's where I get a lot of my subscribers. I need to get back and do that back blue one here relatively quick though. Yeah, it's starting to run out. 2 reds. 3 reds. This dish is popular. What's it called? Glazed core slug. I mean, the only way to eat your core slug is glazed. Fried core slug. Horrible. Horrible meal. 2 blues. Oh, is it 2 blues? No, purple and a blue. Swamp lentil soup. For you, here's some roast bog snarler. What did you order? Honey glazed core slug. Good choice. I can see why you would cheer for that. Oh, this bog snarler is getting popular. Oh. 2 bog snarlers and a lentil soup coming up. There you go. And there you go. Soup for the lady. I don't know if it was a lady or not. Breakfast? Breakfast is Friday night. What are you doing? More glazed core slug. Oh, we haven't delivered one of these in a while. Vegetarian? I don't know. What kind of rough and tumble nar shit-all person are you eating vegetarian food? It's probably good. Core slug. More breakfast. And some soup. So you guys are going to eat soup. You guys get breakfast. And another order of core slug. Yeah, I think yellow, green, and blue is easier. Oh, the veggie platters are flying out now. Let's see, some breakfast, some core slug, some soup. I didn't even get all of those delivered. Alright, core slug starting us out. Getting into some breakfast foods. Give me one more. On the right side, please. No, not over there. Alright. We'll deliver the soup first. Breakfast for you. Core slug for you. I mean, we're pumping through a lot of food here. Gotta say. A lot of breakfast going out right now. Veggie platter and soup. Soup, some bog snarler, and more soup. The soup is popular this afternoon. More soup. veggie. Core slug, veggie. More veggie and core slug. And soup. Always gotta have soup. The breakfast platters have dropped right off. There's the breakfast platter. What do you think's in a full Huttese breakfast? Let's see if we can see here. Oh, I didn't put it down because it was finished. What's it look like? I don't know, it's hard to tell. Breakfast. Fog snarler. Another mode that could be interesting would be phase 1, you have to go and cook a bunch of the dishes, and then phase 2, you deliver the dishes that you actually cooked. That'd be a whole different way of playing. There's also, like, once you get something like this set up, you don't necessarily want to change it a ton. Like, for those that do enjoy the consistency and the, you know, whether you call it grindy or not, if you change the mechanics every time it runs, that can get a little frustrating. Another yellow. Lots of yellow. Ugh, I'm crawling here. I saw a chat pop in. We'll get to it in a second. Oh, be my first failure? No. That was close. Green and purple. I'm cutting some of these a little close, so hasn't been the most efficient run in the world. Yellow, yellow, green. Actually, we don't need 2 of those. Green, yellow. Monkey lizard in the Huttese breakfast? Is it in the Book of Boba Fett, or is it in Mando where they're roasting a monkey lizard in just one of the scenes? This is not an efficient delivery here. All the way to the back corner. Whoever's doing our seating in this restaurant sucks at their job. Or maybe a free creative mode where you could just mix the ingredients together yourself and see what you get. That could be entertaining. Don't need that yellow one unless I get lucky. We'll carry it around with us for a little bit. It's just going to slow us down. Purple, purple, green. Oh, sure, then the yellow spawns. I just dumped it. Yeah, so yeah, the scene was like there was one on a spit being roasted, but there were other ones sitting around and they were sad watching their friend be cooked. Yeah, so that was 10 minutes. So let's see. What was it? 10:18, 10:17? No, that can't be right. What time did we start the on Palan? Let's see if I can go back that far in my chat or not. Yeah, I joined Narshada chat at 10:17. So 17. So about 20 minutes for a complete run. So that's both easies, both hards. That's not horrible. And it's one of those, if you're just doing it as a daily, like one character, you could do all the achievements, I think, with one character as long as you did it every day. Because you're looking at 28 days-ish. So yeah, I don't think it'd be that hard to... Yeah, I think you get most of the achievements on a single character if you wanted to. And you didn't want to cram them in like I'm doing, where we're doing multiple ones in a day. All right. On to Dacrinium next. Because I think I'll clear his missions as well. And then Dominatus is a day behind. Because I got all excited, went out and did the world boss, and forgot to pick up the weeklies on him. So, or at least he's behind on the world boss. He might actually pop the other achievements, or the other weeklies today. So where are we at here? Yeah, 203, 203, 203. So we'll complete the world boss on him, but I don't think on Dominatus. Alright, let's go get this stuff turned in. Yeah, I can't remember for sure if it was Book of Boba Fett or The Mandalorian, one of the Mandalorian seasons. I don't think it was Kenobi. Could have been Kenobi, actually. Because they visited some seedy areas. Eventually it all just blurs together into my head as just being Star Wars. And I forget what took place in which franchise or which part. Used to be really bad when I used to read all of the Expanded Universe books. And so I had all of these just general ideas in my head, but I couldn't tell you where they came from. Oh, we popped a bunch of weeklies there. Okay, let's see. Let's make sure we don't go over our... Oh yeah, we're at 10,000, so we want to quit collecting things here. Okay. We'll hold that in reserve. Get ourselves some decorations here. So we got that one. Collected. Okay, it looks like we got down to that green one. Oh, we could get the 2 disguise terminals. That'll be fun. Actually, there are decorations as well, so... Okay. They're a little more expensive, but we'll get those 2. These guys are expensive as well. Alright, what's that put us at? 1,700. Okay, we'll go with that for now. Alright, when we go back to the to our stronghold, we'll check out those guys' terminals. They're pretty cool. Yeah, I don't know. Call it, it is one of the complaints that you'll run into a little bit, in that what is so freaking special about this backwater desert planet, right? Like, everything seems to happen there. My suspension of disbelief answer is, well, there are stories and events and everything taking place on all of the planets. We're just happening to see these. So it's not that Tatooine has any more stuff going on. It's just that's the one we're paying attention to. But yeah, people like to reuse Tatooine quite a bit. I mean, it is where Luke and Anakin grew up, so it's got to be special. Did you guys watch the Lego, the new Lego Star Wars? I think it's on Disney. Rebuild the Galaxy, I think is what it's called. Yeah, I don't know. There's like this. What's so magical and mystical about this one planet? But that's the crazy thing about universes and lore that grow, right? Like, if you actually dig up interviews or conversations with Lucas of like, why did you do this thing? Like, a lot of times the answer is not very satisfying if you're a hardcore Star Wars person. One of my favorite ones is, like, in today's Star Wars, like, your lightsaber color has all these meanings and things like that, right? But then, like, in Return of the Jedi, when Luke makes his new lightsaber, he goes from a blue blade to a green blade. And it's like, oh, why did he change his blade color? And the answer is because the blue blade did not show up against the blue sky right, and it just looked bad. And so they made it green so it would show up better. You know, it's purely a technical answer as to why they made the change. But all of us little Star Wars nerds now have all of these reasons why you would use this color or that color. So, yeah, when you get a universe and it gets built upon itself, meanings and things evolve. So it's always interesting. There's a bunch of different Lego Star Wars shows, but the latest one is called Rebuild the Galaxy. And the general premise, no spoilers, but general premise of it is, because it's Lego, Lego always kind of takes liberties anyway, and they do fun stuff. But the premise is the universe gets mixed up, right? And so canon and timelines and stuff become kind of meaningless. And things get rebuilt because they're Legos. It's kind of cool. It's a cool little premise. It's like 4 episodes. Each one's about 20 minutes long. So it's a relatively quick watch if you just want to binge it. If you have Disney Plus. And then I think December is when the Skeleton Crew comes out, which is the new live action series. Yeah, there's a Christmas special in Lego for Star Wars. I think there's... is it 3? Oops, I threw it at the wrong thing. Good thing I had extra. But yeah, the Lego stuff's pretty fun. Star Wars nerds are too afraid of upsetting the canon cart, and so oftentimes the content is viewed as historical documents. You're not allowed to change them. So Visions was fun for that. You know, Visions just kind of bent canon around, and the Lego stuff is pretty good. Yeah, if you have access, highly recommend it. It was really good. But there's a whole bunch of different Lego shows. On Disney Plus. Alright. Well, it looks like we've actually cleared our missions, but we need the hard ones for the hidden achievement, so we're going to go ahead and grab those. Let's see, Star Wars. Yeah, Rebuild the Galaxy is the latest one. Let's see. There's a Lego Star Wars Holiday Special. That one's pretty good. There's a Lego Star Wars Terrifying Tales. That's like a Halloween one. Those might not be as many episodes. I can't remember. Let's see. The Holiday Special is... Yeah, that's just a single episode. Terrifying Tales looks to be a single episode. There's a Summer Vacation Lego. I don't know if I've watched all the Free Walker Adventures Lego. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Some are shorts. There's a whole bunch of Star Wars Lego stuff that is available. Well, they're pretty funny. Like I said, they don't take themselves too serious, which I find fun. Unfortunately, you won't see that in the main stories and stuff, but I like the Lego stuff. Which one was the jelly like? Oh, gelatinous. That would make sense. Why don't I have a sous chef? Somebody should be turning the grill on for me. I'm the main chef. Thickening. Yeah, they do a really good job with the Lego stuff. That's cool. Watching Star Wars Lego with your dad is cool. You tell him, Chef Droid. Oh, we got kicked out first. I was going to look to see if those little billboard things were up there. We'll check on the next guy. Alright. Probably this one is my least favorite of all of the missions. World Boss isn't bad. Although, again, not soloable, so that's potential source of frustration if you're playing all by yourself. But so far, we've not been forced to join a group to complete it. There's been enough people there that... And we've done it 4 times. So 4 times over the last 3 days. We didn't do it the first day. So just Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Alright, so like I said, we're going to get most of the achievements done probably tomorrow. And then we'll be... So I have 2 hidden achievements, and then it's just a matter of collecting tokens for anything we want to purchase. Whoa, that was crazy. The little droid got a little nuts there. Oh, are you looking for the Lego scene or the... Yeah, there's something about the Lego humor when they apply it to other franchises that just works. They get away with quite a bit, actually. Even the Lego games were like that, though. They were pretty fun. Little self-referential kind of pointing out the obvious weird things that are true of the universe. So we have four dailies to do, and half the time we spend doing just this one. Maybe a little out of balance. Yeah, they're still people putting actual World Boss groups together, so very active on a Friday night. But there's going to be a whole cohort of players who haven't played it yet, right? They just don't, during the week they just don't have time, so they finally made it to the weekend, they get some free time, and they're now getting to actually play it. So. I like those giant tubes that just shoot down and put food out. You'd think it'd be more efficient just to have the tubes above the tables. That could be another mini game where, like, each table orders and you have to direct a tube or the food to the tube correctly. Red and yellow. Oh, I only needed one. That was weird. I got an extra red somehow. Alright, we'll hold on to it for a second. There's a red. Cool. Alright, we only need one, so let's get it. Alright, third course. These people can eat. Alright, purple. Purple and yellow. Blue. I quit calling them by name already. Blue is soup, right? Lentil soup. Core slug. Oh, we gotta get some snarler. Snarler for you. Soup for you. Core slug for you. Got 2 breakfasts coming up. Hot breakfast. Hot breakfast. And our vegetarian combo. Breakfast for you. Breakfast for you. Veggie and snarler. And soup. Veggie. Snarler. Soup. Need snarler and soup. And some glazed core slug. Soup for the first table. Ooh, another route you could go would be to, like, each table would have a timed pattern of appetizers, main course, and dessert. Like, I'm assuming they just eat their thing and leave. From what I can tell. Oh, that's a nice couple out for a dinner. This is a whole family, I guess. Another family. Family for you, breakfast for the couple. Full round of core slugs for you. Oh, that table's getting soup again. Wonder if that's seconds. Are you guys on your second course of soup? Alright. Snarler for the couple. Core slug for the table. Soup for the couple. Snarler for you guys. This is just 4 rounds? I think it might just be 4 rounds, maybe not 5. I can't remember. Alright, I think we have cleared this guy. Alright, and we've cleared all the weeklies as well on him, so he's done as well. Alright, yeah, we'll get one more done. Then we'll check our achievements. Because we got to get Dominatus done so he can finish tomorrow. And we'll finish him probably during the extra live stream. Because I think he'll have one world boss he'll still need. Probably one, the associated ingredient thing he'll probably need. I think we'll knock out the cooking and the delivery in this tonight on him. And then he'll just need the ingredient ones. if my memory serves. Yeah, we'll finish that one. That's the ingredient one. That's the ingredient one. That can go away. Brig stompers can also go away. Okay, what's that leave? Turn in the crystals. Ingredient daily. So we'll get to 2 on that one. Complete weekly missions. We won't pop that one. Complete world boss. We won't pop that one. So we'll get to 2 and 2. So tomorrow these will all be at 2. So those will all pop tomorrow. We'll turn these 2 in. Okay. So yeah, he's just a day behind on the ingredient ones. But I already finished the others. So I would say, I mean, if you really wanted to push this, couple weeks you can get the achievements done. I mean, theoretically, in a day, if you go through enough characters, you can get the achievements done. That'd be a little extreme. Alright, so we'll turn these in. 175 and an 80. Accept you, accept you. Ah, back to the old delivery grind. Breakfast for the corner. Veggie for the front. Right next to course slugs. Now are you vegetarians upset that I'm serving course slug over here? Lots of breakfast going out. Breakfast for you. More breakfast over here. Wow, lots of veggies today. Holy cow. It's a big run on vegetable platters. Hope we don't run out. Core slugs are picking up in popularity. It'd be fun if there was a stat and like a decoration based off of how many you served of each type of food. Although I think there are decorations for all these meals, if I remember right. Well, I have to check that out. Although I don't know if we haven't unlocked all the decorations yet, so don't know what we still need at the bottom. Oh, now there's a run on soup. Everybody wants soup. 4 soups. Now the developer in me knows it's probably just random. 5 soups in a row. Oh, sure, ruin it by ordering the snarler. Front table likes its breakfast. I like that we get 10 for the perfect. Not much of an incentive to be perfect. $75 is better. Alright, before we do anything, I want to check. Okay, so yeah, the signage isn't here in this mode, so. There are people. Alright, so that must be the core slug. Glazed core slug, there we go. Not sure about that one. I think that might be the breakfast platter. That's definitely the core slug. I don't see anything that looks like soup. Unless that's supposed to be soup. Oh, what's that one? That might be this. Is that the snarler? That might be the snarler. That looks awful vegetarian there. The only one I'm sure of here is the core slug. Alright, we'll try to pay more attention when we're doing the delivery one. Float gourd. Now that's a cooking knife there. Look at that. Throw our food. Two, three. Psych belly. Not sure exactly what that soup is, but psych belly and vegetables. Await judgment. We are an amazing cook. Two down, two to go. Let's go check something though before, so I don't forget. Let's see, what decorations do we not have? We don't have the celebrator. Those are titles. Banquet guest. Wall sconce. Wall sconce. Garden wall. Grill. Bar stool. Floral arrangement. Chandeliers. Refreshments probe. That's another guest. Got posters. Another guest. Another guest. A chef and a chef. Attendee and attendee. Okay, we have that one. So I think we got Veil Slug, Medley Delight, Galactic Sampler, Glowshroom Stew, Roast Psych Belly, some baskets. Okay, so I don't think you actually have a decoration of the delivered food. You have decorations of the food that you cook, which are also, I think, linked to the braised psych belly, exotic medley, jelly glowshroom, spicy next to tongue, ultimate galactic sampler. Yeah, those are linked to the hidden achievement, so. Alright, let's put those up when we get back to our stronghold. Alright, let's get our hard missions done. And then we'll go back and check out the disguise terminals. See what they give us. Because those are kind of cool sometimes. Complete rush with no errors. I will do my best. To give you tubes of food. Okay, let's see if we can look at see what these are. Alright, so that is the... That's the snarler. What's the soup look like? Yeah, the soup definitely wasn't out there. So I think we might have identified the snarler. Purple, yellow, another yellow. Okay, so what does the vegetarian combo look like? Yeah, I can't remember if we saw that one or not. Snarler and soup. The soup actually looks pretty cool. I like the model for the soup. It's got like a green base to it. Is that Jawas? Jawas eating that food. Alright, breakfast. We can see the breakfast. Veggies. Yeah, I think we saw that one. Oh, 3 purples. This is going to be tough. Because that one in the back corner is about to expire, I think. Are we going to make it? Oh, we didn't make it. We got a failure. I'm spending too much time looking at the food. So there's our failure up on the board there. Blue, yellow, red. I probably shouldn't have grabbed all 3. I probably should have grabbed 2. Went, got the back done, and then we would have been fine. But now the mission will still complete. As long as you don't get the 5 failures. And I'm not going to test that. 'Cause I might test that on the easy version one of these nights. Maybe we'll do that tomorrow. We'll test some fail conditions tomorrow. Been carrying this purple around for a while. I'm glad somebody finally ordered it. Sorry if it's cold. Serving cold food. Alright, so that was our first course. Time for this. I think there's only 4. So it's 25 and then 20. But yeah, check out this model on the soup. It's pretty cool looking. Alright, red and purple. There doesn't seem to be any cooldown timer for picking up the food, which is kind of nice. You have to wait for the same one to spawn if you're trying to get it twice, but like, there's not even like the global cooldown timer of a second. They're like yellow and green, like we can literally just grab them both. So that's kind of nice. Green, green, green. Green and yellow. Let's risk it. The one in the back was first. Well, that wasn't an ideal situation. Yellow and blue. Soup and veggie. More blue, more soup. Soup is popular tonight. Highly recommended from our chef. Although you can't beat the glazed core slug. These front people like breakfast. Alright, the third course is 18. So 25 to 20 to 18. Oh, this resets as well. Okay, that's nice. So it's per round you have a fail. Now it went down. It was 5 in the first. I didn't see it in the second. So now it's down to 4. Yellow, blue. I want to serve more Jawas. That made me happy. Oh, there's Jawas. I wonder if those don't change. 'Cause I think that's where the Jawas were before. Let's see if the people despawn or not. This would be crazy to do as a group. I don't think that it works that way. But yeah, this would be like if you had a whole group of people, like 4 people trying to do this all at once. You'd have to organize a little bit, like who's going to take care of what. Are you going to do it by zones? Are you going to do it by meal? That could be interesting. Alright, then went down to 3 and only 15 on this one, so. I guess the late night service, course 4, people are done. Yeah, that table always seems to be Jawas. So. I have a feeling the table Patreons are probably static. They don't actually change. Like even after they eat, I don't think they leave. But it's one of those, the action's moving so fast, people aren't going to be paying attention to, did the people despawn? Core slugs for the Jawas. There you go, my friends. Oh, the audio's not right for the Jawas. Missed opportunity there. It's just the stock audio cheering that plays. I would have loved to have heard the Jawas going insane. Ah, it's so snarler out here. Snarler for you. Oh, that last table didn't get their snarler. Alright, so the rest of these will pop tomorrow. We have our hard cooking one, but again, this one will go quick. We'll go check out some of our decorations. Sweet and fruity. That's different. Sweet warm fruit. Yeah, I think there's a randomness to the additional ingredients. Slimy is over here. Because that's the first time tonight we've gotten sweet and fruity. And it's still spicy next to supreme, so... Like, this is a freezer as well. You use it in some of the recipes. Don't know if we got that one on stream or not. It might have been yesterday's. Prepare and review complete. Dish status. Not utter failure. That's encouraging. Oh, we got an achievement. What did we get? Cooking head chef. Complete cooking missions. So, okay, let's do a little take stock of where we're at. So we're 24 or 25 in Cantina Rush. 25 cooking missions done. 12 of the world bosses. Those 50 are done. So we need 1 Cantina Rush. 8 world bosses. And then 2 secret achievements and the stories. Okay, I'm going to go over and get the names of those dish decorations so I don't forget them. Arrangements. Arrangement. Baskets of fruit. Okay. Let's pop back to the stronghold. I want to look at the disguises. The disguise terminals are cool. If you've never seen a disguise terminal, I think it's temporary. I think there's a timer on it. But it can change what your character model looks like. I've already got a couple. 2 or 3. What do we have? We have a Imperial Trooper, Underworld Syndicate, Cantina Band, and Republic Trooper. So let's see. I can put more out here. Let's pick up the Cantina Band. We'll put that one over here. Disguise. Let's just go terminal. Bounty terminal. Not sure what that is. Okay, so Bith Band. We'll place that there. And slide it back. Alright, over here we're going to put the Cantina Dealer. And what was the other one? Ultimate Chef. Oh, I have 10 of those. Holy cow. Oh, that was huge. Why do I have 10 of that one? Season 2 subscriber reward track. It's weird they gave you 10 of that one. Because all the others, Republic Trooper, I've only got 1 of. Alright, well, that one is got trees on it. Okay, that's what's going on. Okay, so come up here. We gotta get out of this mode. So this one is the cantina. Oh, it's the droid. Nice. Okay, so as far as I know, you can stay this way. Let's see. Can we exit to Nar Shaddaa as a droid? We'll see if this is a stronghold only thing. Because if it's not, I'm going to travel the galaxy as a droid. That'd be a stream. Go to every planet as the serving droid. I half think that once we get to planet, it's going to put us back. But yeah, if you were like a role player, these could be fun, right? If you were doing a role play event, yeah, it took it off. That doesn't surprise me. That could cause some issues. I'm a little sad. Would have been fun to be able to drive around as a droid, but I understand why they wouldn't do that. All right, well, that's kind of cool. What did they call that? Cantina dealer? Oh, Cantina Dasher. Okay, that makes more sense. Oh. Nice, I can put little dishes on. What's that do? Remove disguise. Cantina chop. What does that do? Clean up. Well, unfortunately, I mean, I get this is how it looks inside of the... Oh, there's no slowdown out here. I understand this is how it looks in the mini game. It would have been really cool though if they would have made these so that they were open, so you could see the stuff. That's still kind of cool. Can't jump. All right. That's kind of awesome. All right, so this one is Ultimate Chef. I'm a Wookiee with a chef hat. Okay, can jump. All right, what do we have? Frustrated. Frustrated Wookiee. Let's get to where the light's a little better. There we go. It's not too bad. Chatty? Shy? Aww. Mope? Sad Wookiees. Oh, I don't think you want to disagree, Wookiee. That seems bad. Not bad. Yell. Swipe. Oh, more mad Wookiees. Oh, that's pretty good. Not 100%. He's got pretty skinny upper arms. He almost looks like a Mon Cal. Those big fat forearms. Alright, that one wasn't too bad. Okay, well these aren't necessarily... They're not event specific. So that's what the Republic Trooper female looks like. Again, they've got animations. Salute. So again, I think, you know, like for the role-playing community, these are kind of cool. And then the Imperial Trooper is the counterpart. We'll grab a male version of that. Let's get the big guy. Yeah, same animations. And And then we've got ourselves... Oh, interesting enough, this one... Are they... Okay, so this model... Like, you select the back of that one, the base of this one, the back of that one, the back of that one. So there's this kind of model, and then whatever that one is. Alright, select the base. What do we got? We've got a hut, cartel, Gamorrean guard. Ooh, he looks scary. Delegate. Yeah. Threaten. Oh, I like that. I like that one. I'd play as a Gamorrean guard. That'd be fun. Alright, what else do we have? Shadow Syndicate DXTX. Digging him. There are some robotic armor outfits you can get that make you look like a cyborg that aren't too bad. Oh, can I put them on in this mode? Let's see what this does. Oh man, I don't remember any of the names of them. Let's see, armor. That's all remnant stuff. Remnant. There we go. So they all have different types of cybernetic stuff, right? Okay, so the preview's still going off of my model. But you can see like the robotic chest there. Relatively normal feet. Looks like one robot arm from the chest piece. Some there. Cybernetic hips, one robot. So this has got the left side is robotic. This is an odd transition there. Where it's got the thickness of your leg hooked to the robotic piece. There's one of these, if I remember right. I don't remember which one it is. Are they all named series? There we go. That is almost all robot. So, anyway. But this is a model would be cool. Another threaten. Alright, what else is in here? We've got Shadow Syndicate, Varco Tial, a Devorian. Discrete dealings, delegate, and threaten. Those are the same, I think. And if I remember right, I think this gives you the choice of different instruments. Don't jump and interrupt your remove disguise channel, though. Oh, nope, maybe not. Maybe you can play different instruments? Yeah, maybe that's what it is. Alright, so what do we have? We have the mic. Oh, look at him. It's a dancing fool. Oh, that channel's for 110 seconds. Nice. So now I can turn my interface off and just let him jam out. Oh, you go. Alright, what's this one? Clue horn. Also 110 seconds. So again, if you were doing an event and you had like a bunch of people that wanted to form a band. Now I don't hear any audio, which is too bad. It'd be cool if they actually synced up the music. Like if you were in a group, there was like one, I think it's Galaxies, the entertainer profession. You could actually group up, all get different instruments and sync it up. And I think, if memory serves, you could even import some kind of a file that would let you do custom music. Okay, so we got Clue Horn. Oh, we got Clue Horn Jam. What's the difference? Oh, yeah, you go, boy. Okay, so it's a different animation. Guitar. I don't think that's a good name. It's got to be named something different. I do like the guitar, but guitar seems too generic of a name. Swinging guitar. How many fingers does a Bith have? Okay, they're just 4. They're just really big. Alright, little different animation. Enthusiastic. Oh yeah, he's going now. He's jamming. Oh, drums. Okay, that one has sound? Oh, it's also shorter though. It's only 11 seconds. Now I'm disappointed. Why don't does this one have sound? Oh, you know what it probably is? Okay, I bet you this is my fault. Let's check something here. I keep my music off because I don't want to get copyright issues. Okay, let's try it. This might get me a copyright claim, so if it starts playing, I'm probably going to jump out of it, but... Okay, nothing on the mic. That doesn't surprise me. No? Nothing on the clue horn. Nope, just the drums. Okay, well, I'm not taking the blame then. I mentioned it in last night's stream that I was going to get copyright claimed, and I did. Surprisingly, only one, and only for like 10 seconds. So I used the feature just to remove the audio, and so I didn't have to actually file the dispute. So it was actually kind of not too bad. Much better than I thought it was going to be. So, okay, last thing we're going to do here real quick is we're going to check the food. Where are we going to put it? Let's just stick it in our room down here. Okay, so those were named arrangements. So let's find them. Oh, there's some of these from the Spring Abundance Festival as well. What's that? What did I stick over there? Third Anniversary Galactic Memorial. Oh, that's the thing from Vet. Okay. Well, we're not going to put the stuff in here then. This is Vet's room. Alright, let's go in here. Alright, arrangement. We've got the 3-berry pie. Deep water pie. So these are the ones from the Spring Abundance Festival. Feast spread. Oops, wrong button. Meal for 3. That looks... Yeah, that one looks to be the event we're doing right now, so we'll keep that one separate. That's from the Spring Abundance Festival. That's also from the Spring Abundance Festival. Tribal Campfire, that's a whole different thing. Okay, so I don't see our... So I wonder if our other arrangements are on these smaller. Let's see. There they are. Braised Velslug. So we need the smaller things for these. Melody Delight. Galactic Sampler. How many of these are there? 4? I think there's only 4. glow shroom. No, there might be 5. Yep, there's 5. Let's do this. Pick you up. Pick you up. Place one there. One there. And one over there in the corner. Okay. So there's our psych belly. We've got our... What was this one? Galactic sampler. Oh, that looks like the same bowl as the fish or the soup. That one is the glow shroom as opposed to the was it Yentl soup or something? What's this one? Exotic Medley Delight. And this one's the Vel slug, which is much like our core slug. Hey, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. It's going pretty well. We went through all the dailies on Feast of Prosperity on 4 characters, world bosses on 4 characters. Now we're just looking at the decorations for the off of the vendor. So these are all of the food decorations. And then we also looked at the disguise terminals as well. So we can make ourselves into a Wookiee chef. So yeah, it's kind of doing a final wrap up for... There we go. Now we're a Wookiee chef. It's not every day you see that. Wave your arms, Wookiee chef. It's quite a hat. Yeah, so the Old Republic does... I don't know, have you played? I don't know if you've played before. There's 4 events that they run throughout the year. Over the summer, you have the nightlife gambling event. In the fall, you've got the one we're doing right now, Feast of Prosperity. So very Thanksgiving driven for the U.S. You got Life Day in the winter around Christmas. And then they just put in a new one this year, so it ran a little late. But in the spring, then they'll run the Spring Abundance Festival, which that's what these decorations are for, the pies and stuff like that around the outside. But yeah, I don't know if you've played the game or familiar with the game or not, but that's what those are. So these are events they run for. This one runs for 4 weeks, I think, basically through October. So that's kind of what we did today. I've never done this event. I've just missed it over the last number of years that it's run. Just never did it. So we started Tuesday, and we've knocked out the majority of the achievements. So we're 1 short here, so we'll get that tomorrow. I think we finished that line. The cooking missions, we're 8 short there. We'll get that in the next couple days. We knocked that one out. The story missions, you get a new story arc every week, so this will take 3 weeks, I think, to knock those out. And then there's 2 secret ones that I'm working on there that we'll probably get next week sometime. Oh, well, welcome back. Yeah, I've played since beta. It's been one of those that has been a constant. Love Star Wars, love MMOs. So the combination of the two. Did you play Galaxies before? This one? I played Galaxies for a good while as well. I believe so. So I don't know. Like I said, this is the first time I've done the story, but I'm thinking yes. I don't think the stories are different. For this one, for the Feast of Prosperity, I know they added a whole bunch of new rewards. So you basically do the missions, you get a currency called prosperity tokens, and then you can spend those tokens on rewards. So there's the decorations, there's gear, there's just all kinds of different things, weapons and things you can buy. So yeah, once you knock the achievements out, I think the story is probably the same. And then each event's a little bit different. The gambling one is a little monotonous. The Life Day one is funny because you throw snowballs at overheated droids, and it's not as bad as it used to be. But when that event first hit and we were all grinding out, because it's the same thing. If you look here, I've got Spring Abundance tokens. I've got somewhere in here. Where are my snowballs? Oh, there we go. Snow-covered parcels. But anyway, you'd see like 40 or 50 people encircling this droid, pelting it with snowballs. It's pretty funny. So, but yeah, I think the stories are pretty much the same every year. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. Early on, they changed it. Early on you actually got experience for each time you popped. It was set up as a mission, and so you would get experience every time you would like collect a parcel or something, and you could actually level throwing snowballs. But I think they took that out. I don't think that exists anymore. But yeah, that one's pretty cool. And then you also get, again, there's gear, there's different mounts that have Christmas lights on them, and a little bit of silliness there. And I believe there should be achievements for those. Let me look. I haven't done the achievements on any of these for a while. Let's see. Let's go down. Here we go. Yeah, so this is the Spring Abundance Festival, which just ran this year. I'm missing one hidden achievement that was broken. So that one wasn't too bad. There we go. Here's the Life Day one. I think this is the only one I'm missing. What am I at? Yeah. So I haven't hugged 15 Wookiees. This one's a pain. You also collect like holiday trees, and there's all kinds of stuff in that one. And then where's the nightlife event? Is it also in here? Yeah, there's the nightlife event. And so I've popped all those achievements as well. Yeah, I don't know if I've got that speeder on this character or not. Let me look. Victron. Nah, let's go grab. I think Zax has it. Let me go see if I've got there's one that almost looks like a snow blower, and then there's another one that almost looks like, I would say, inspired by Santa's sleigh. Let me grab a different character though. I think he should have both of the Life Day speeders, if I remember right. How'd you find the stream? Just stumble upon it? Always curious how people find their way in. Alright, let's see. No, not pets. Let's see. Okay, so yeah, Joy. So that one is this is the one that kind of looks like a sleigh. And I think it makes jingle bell sounds. I'll be quiet and we'll listen. Yeah, it sounds jingle belly. And then if you look at the back, it's kind of got a tarp with presents and stuff in it. So that one's a little goofy. Let's see. There's another one. I don't remember what it's named though, because I don't think it's a Vectron. Let's check, but no, it's not any of those. Let's just see if I can catch the picture of it. It looks like one of these. It's a stand-up one. See if we get lucky here. It should be pretty obvious, so I'm hoping my eye will catch it as I'm scrolling down here. Jetpacks. Might have to Google search and just get the name. If I get the name, I can just type it in, but yeah, I think I might have missed it, unless it's all the way at the bottom. Yeah, that's one we were just on. Alright, let's ask Google. Let's see, SWTOR Life Day mounts. LD1. There it is. Alright, so that one has like Christmas lights on it and like a little snow trail. Which is, again, I kind of like sometimes the silly stuff. You can also get a snowball cannon to shoot snowballs at people. Let's see, there's one called Sleigh One. Do I have that one? I don't. Oh, there it is. Sleigh One. So again, that one has also has the jingle bell sound. That one's not too bad. Oh, Snowstorm Assault Speeder. I don't think I have that one. Nope. I'll have to find out. Oh, that's a cartel market thing. That's probably why I just didn't buy it. Merry Ice Trumper. That's also a cartel market. Yeah. And the Tauntaun's also a cartel market, so that's probably why I don't have those. I just didn't buy them. Let's look here. Snowstorm. And they might not be available till the holidays either, so. Yeah, I don't see them. So that's the three Christmassy ones I have, or again, Life Day in Star Wars. Oh yeah, on the other one. Yeah, sorry, I missed the. Oh crap! What was this one called? Sleigh One. Well, it's also cool that while it has the little animation, let's go over here. When you actually go into movement mode, oops, wrong key. There we go. Ah, come on. Yeah, I can't really get it to do it, but it definitely blows out a lot more snow when you're in movement. I think the Christmas lights are just hilarious because they're not even like, it wasn't designed to be that way. It's just like you strung them on yourself. And I don't see any alternate flourish on that one. Can't say I've ever used these ones. The Joy 1 one I kind of like. There's another there was one of these other Vectrons that did that same thing. That's a jetpack. Maybe not. It must be something else. I thought there was another one that also did that whole where the front end opens up like that and you could turn it on and off, but I might be thinking of something else. Don't question the Christmas lights if you're an enemy. But yeah, so the events are cool. Gives you something to do. Galactic Seasons is going on right now, so that gives you something else to do. So that'll be tomorrow morning when we stream for Extra Life. We'll do Galactic Seasons, which are all of these objectives. So we'll work through those tomorrow. So that's the plan for that. But yeah, if you ever have any questions, feel free to either join the stream or drop them in the comments. Always happy to help new and or returning players get back into the game. That can be fun. All right, so let's see. Let's do a quick check. I think we got everything covered. We got through the world bosses. We got through most of the achievements, so we'll pop the rest of those tomorrow. And then the hidden achievements, they may or may not happen on stream. I haven't been keeping a tally of how many things we've cooked and things like that. The cooking one we could potentially hit tomorrow. The one where you have to leave, I know we haven't hit enough of those. Because I think you have to get, I think there's 5. Let me look. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Left the kitchen for the braised psych belly, exotic melody, jellied glowstorm, spicy Nexu tongue, and ultimate galactic sampler. I think we did. Which one did we do tonight? Was it the medley? I might have to go back and look at the stream. So I think we've done 3 of the 5, but that's just going to be random whenever the missions pop. So the other one is 25 cooking missions on the hard mode, 25 hard mode rush missions, and then pepper 75 times. I don't think, let's see, let's look here. We've only done the Cantina Rush 24 times. And I think we got the cooking one done tonight. So about half of those. So I would say I'm probably 10 to 12 of the hard missions on both of those. So that's not going to happen tomorrow either. So probably not going to pop those on stream. They'll just happen as I grind through some of the event stuff as well. Yeah, raiding, if you can get into a good raid group, that can be a lot of fun. I used to do that with different guilds and things like that. I'll admit I mostly play solo these days, just because of scheduling and time. But yeah, I used to tank a lot for our main guild. Then I quit raiding for a while, and they sucked me back in, and so I went over to DPS. I was like, okay, I'll come back, but I don't want to be the raid leader, and I also don't want to be the tank. So I DPS for a while. We never did. We were a relatively casual group, so we could handle ourselves pretty easily through the medium level stuff. The hardest ones we were okay at, but I don't think I've done most of the nightmare raid stuff. Let's see. We did a lot of uprisings. I cleared most of that. Where are the operations? Locations. Here we go. Operations. So yeah, I did. Yeah, so that one only has a veteran mode, so we knocked that one out. I think this is when we kind of quit doing it. Yeah, that's the IOCAS stuff. So you can see we were starting to work our way through these. Never really did those. Finish those. Same thing here. We knocked out story. We were working on veteran, I think, when we quit doing it. Yeah, story done, not veteran. Story and veteran on that. And we didn't do a lot of 16-man stuff. We were mostly a small group. So, again, same thing. Story and veteran. Didn't even try veteran on that one. Yep, story and veteran. So the group I was in, that was about their skill level. We could get through them. It was just a little bit of a grind. So it depends on what you do. This story mode stuff, once they added the story mode in the raids, no, they're not hard at all. So as an example, I used to hang out with a couple people who were really, really big into the role-playing side of the game. So there's whole guilds and groups in here that get together and they role-play. A good percentage of the ones that are role-playing are really not that good at the game, right? They just use it as an engine to role-play. And so while they can play, they're definitely not in-game players. And again, I'm not saying they all are that way, but there's a big chunk of that. And so what was frustrating for them is there's all this content that they just never got to see because they were either intimidated or they didn't want to just join groups because they weren't that good and let the group down, right? And so myself and the two people I knew that were in that community got together, and the guy and the girl that I knew, she was a healer and he was mostly DPS. But he had never tanked before, and he'd always wanted to tank. But again, same kind of thing. He was like intimidated, didn't want to, mess up the group. And I had always tanked. So I'm like, here's what we'll do. I'll use my DPS. You can tank. That way I can talk you through the tanking if you get stuck. And she would heal, and she was a good healer. And then we would pick up 5 other people that were in the roleplay group and just take them through the operations, the raids. And again, even if they're low to average skill level on story mode, we could get through them without much trouble. Occasionally they would take a while just because they're not doing enough DPS and messing up here or there. And I was holding back because I didn't want to just be like, doing all the work for them. Occasionally I get pinged by the healer. She's like, you need to speed up a little bit. We're going to be here all night. So I would up my DPS a little bit. But yeah, we were able to get through any raid that we tried. I don't remember which ones we did on the story mode with that group. There were occasions where we would wipe, but for the most part, it's detuned enough that any 8 players can probably do it. So that's the story mode. Then the next mode up is the veteran mode. That's where they do start to get a little more difficult. You can see this, like even myself, I've done maybe half of the story mode stuff, or I've done all the story mode, but maybe half of the veteran mode stuff, right? Like even these. Oh, I wondered if I'd ever killed the Mountain Queen. I thought I had. Evidently on 16 person at some point. I've done the eyeless on 8-person story, 8-person veteran, 16-person story, never 16-person veteran. So that's where, if you're getting into the veteran mode, that's where then you actually need we'll just call it a competent group, right? So as long as you have a group of players that know how to play the game, you should be able to get through most of the veteran stuff. Like it adds in, I don't know if all of the mechanics from the hardest mode are in. Let's see, what do they call that now? Master mode, nightmare mode, whatever you want to call it. So in story mode, they even take some of the mechanics away. Like they make it very, very playable. Veteran brings in more mechanics. I don't know if they're the same as the master mode or not. But veteran mode, again, if you had a guild group, I wouldn't want to do veteran modes in a pickup group because it would depend on the group you get. But a competent guild that plays, yeah, I think you would be able to get through veteran mode, but it would be challenging. Then the master mode, that's for the people who really really want to dig in. That's where, like, if your DPS aren't hitting certain DPS levels, you're gonna wipe. If that team doesn't know what they're doing, that's the hard stuff. I'd have to get myself back up to speed to do anything at that level. I've gotten pretty lazy in my rotations these days because I do all just single player stuff. So, oh yeah, no, it was so. What her saying to hurry up wasn't like that. It was just that because we were taking these relatively newbie players through. It was one of those. It's like, unless we want this to be a 3 or 4 hour event, we need to. They've experienced it, right? Let's go ahead and move forward. So no, it was not in a negative way. Yeah, she was pretty cool. Yeah, that's good. Like, that's what I love about MMOs is, find the type of content that you like and do it. So for instance, like I've PvP'd in the past. But honestly, I'm an achievement-driven gamer, and I'll admit to it. And so, I don't even know where it's at in the interface anymore. Is it in here? No. Somewhere, there's a Valor ranking. It actually might be up here now. Yeah, here. So, Valor you get, by playing PvP. And there's an achievement for hitting rank 100. That's the top. Once I hit that, I kind of quit doing PvP. Same thing. Like there's a space PvP called Galactic Starfighter, right? Which I never do anymore for a very similar reason. There we go. Once I hit 100% on all the achievements, I just moved on to something else. There was like a year where that's almost all I did. I just went in and played the space stuff. So. No, but anyway, it was fun. I actually enjoyed a lot playing with that group of role players because they were good-natured, they were appreciative that we were taking our time to help them get through content that otherwise they wouldn't get to see. And they weren't bad. They knew how to play the game. So it was actually a really good experience, and I enjoy helping other players play. So it was a lot of fun. The biggest challenge, honestly, was just scheduling, trying to get everybody together to do it because it wasn't their main thing to do. So, yeah, it makes sense. I like repetitive gameplay at times, so I don't mind running dailies or I don't mind doing something to get an achievement. If you look. Let's look, what percentage of the game's achievements do I have? So, let's see, it is 56,240 out of 81,745. So 68% of the achievements. But you can also see what sections I've spent time on and which sections I haven't, right? Like the locations, a lot of these locations I've 100%, and the ones that aren't 100%, normally it's because I haven't done the open world PvP stuff. So there's definitely parts of the game that I've done a lot of, parts that I haven't. Just kind of depends on what you want to do. Yeah, absolutely. Like I said, it was fun. No complaints about doing that. I don't mind playing through content, and I also don't mind doing some of the flashpoints and stuff where people want to watch the cutscenes and things. Your power gamer mentality will oftentimes not want to sit through that kind of stuff, and they'll be like, "Let's just go, spacebar through the conversation." I'll admit though, if I'm like grinding out heroics that have anything like that, I spacebar through those conversations just when I'm playing by myself. But I don't mind watching stuff like that for players that have never seen the content before, especially. There's just so much content that you can see. So. All right. Good questions. But yeah, if you have any future questions, again, tomorrow from 10 to 2 is my extra live stream. Or you can always throw stuff in the comments or hit me up if you see me in person. That's fine. always happy to answer questions. All right, let's go ahead and call it a night because I want to get some rest before I play again tomorrow. As always, we appreciate everybody who takes the time to hangs out with us, helps the channel, supports the channel. If you have any questions or want to see any content, please leave a comment down below. I'm happy to adjust what I stream based off of the things that you guys want to see. Maybe this weekend, maybe next week, we'll start to branch out from the Old Republic, maybe play some other stuff. I think the Last Starship is the next one I want to start bringing into the fold. So we'll start to spread out there a little bit, but other than that, everybody have a great night, and if I don't see you, a great rest of your weekend. As always, go out and watch, play, or create something great, and we'll catch you later.